What's up, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, you know I like the Spigen products. Have had a bunch of them for not only my iPhones in the past, but my Apple Watches as well. Wanted to pick this up, check it out. You know, I'm always looking for a nice case that's kind of slim for my iPhone 7 Plus. This is the Ultra Hybrid 2 in black, and true unboxing. Let's see here if we can. Boxes are always kind of neat to get open without problems. And here is the case. This is how it comes. This is a true first look. And what I have here is a case kind of with like a clear plastic back. And then the border on it, kind of the frame of it, is like a matte finish plastic. It's not really rubber and it's not that grippy. It's fairly smooth, but it does have like a matte texture on it. See the Spigen name emblazoned there. Cutouts for the speaker and microphone, and a pretty big cutout for the lightning port. You have molded in buttons in the volume rocker. They look like they're kind of attached on both ends, and so they kind of just flex on kind of a very thin piece of rubber in there. Kind of a deep cut for the mute switch, and then again kind of that same kind of flexing button cover for the power button, and then just a big round cutout for the speaker, so, or the camera and the microphone and the flash. Now the cool thing about it is you get kind of this fairly thick protective outer border, not, you know, outer box thick, but pretty thick. I mean, it might be easiest to kind of see here, if you can kind of see how thick the plastic is, or even right there, you can kind of see how thick that plastic is. So you're gonna have a nice protection. It does feel good in the hand. I mean, in fact, in a lot of ways, because the phones are getting so thin, the thicker hands for the bigger paws like mine feel pretty nice. Then since you have this kind of clear plastic back, which has protective film on it from the factory. Let's see if I can get that off. There we go, nice and sticky. That film is on both sides of the plastic, it looks like. And it also is interesting, there looks like there's some little vent holes right here in the corner. They're definitely cutouts. And then if I kind of strip it from the inside here too. Okay. The cool thing is, if you bought your phone because you really like that design or color, you know, maybe you have the gold or the space gray or the jet black, you know, you get all of that shiny stock Apple goodness shining through the plastic case here. So let's go ahead and install it real time. Could have cleaned up the inside and got my fingerprints off it a little bit. There's got a little piece of plastic still in there. Get that out. And then I think it just kind of presses on. And this is a real-time install. And you can see those little vent holes right there. And so the kind of the nakedness of your phone shines through with this plastic backing. And the plastic is pretty thick too. It's not that thin. And so, you know, it adds to the heft, but it kind of matches the thickness of this. It's a really flush edge. You can't really feel the transition particularly. So you have your phone kind of peeking through the plexiglass back here, not plexiglass, plastic back here, and it looks really great. Does show fingerprints though, as you can see. It's showing mine. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but if you're one of those guys that likes having your logo and your iPhone name and badge there showing through, I think this is going to be perfect for you. And especially if you spent the money to get a gold or like the red iPhone, you know, you want to kind of show it off a little bit, right? You kind of want, you know, the opportunity for people to see it, don't you? Or are you really, really humble? Then you're a better person than me. So feels good in the hand, easy to install. Looks, all the switches are really easy to get to. Assuming the buttons will work, no problem. Yep, no problem. Cutouts for the speaker and the lightning port, no problems. And then here, if you look at the camera, you can see the hump of the camera lens is just slightly below the case level itself. So you're actually, if you put this face down, it's going to protect kind of the crystal there, which I think is a sapphire crystal, from getting scratched up. As you can see, it's just a little bit lower than the case itself. So all in all, I think it's really pretty nice. This Ultra Hybrid too, the hybrid of the plastic and the rubber, is pretty sweet. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to pick something up like this. I think it's going to add some protection, show off your phone, and work pretty well. I've been really happy with Spigen stuff in the past. Peter Ron Panda, out.